He just took off on that one, and he might have just won the game for him.
Tonight, from Los Angeles, California, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing is Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Stafford. That is caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Stafford to his #1 guy Cup for a Los Angeles first.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead of give up the middle to Williams. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Now Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Stafford now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. To throw is Stafford. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Rams will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet.
Hello, Fast. Good to see you. Good to see everybody here tonight. Hope you're all doing well. Appreciate you guys for tuning in.
To see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
See what happens here. Let's start off with the run. Try to get that first down.
First and 10 at at their own 27. They begin the drive with Hill.
Oh.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first
Not
down
bad.
route. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7.
But I hope everyone's doing well, staying safe. Appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight.
Here's Jackson. And the Rams got it.
All right, 0-2. Come on.
Aaron Donald with a sack. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive, their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back. And he's
all right, come on now.
Really well here.
Really nice throw.
We got to have him here.
First down. You kind of just
Don't let him
feel
score.
Laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On 1st down at Stafford.
There we go.
Throw
Good D.
away and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
But I hope everyone's doing good, staying safe, staying healthy. Having a great Monday so far. Appreciate you guys tuning in, watching the replay. You guys are awesome. If you haven't already, hit that like button, share this out, let everybody know that we're live. Hope you're enjoying the streams. Appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Stafford.
There we go. Nice.
Picked off by Odafe.
Nice. There we go.
The Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before.
All right, let's go to work.
Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They start near midfield following the interception.
That first possession was pretty awful.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
Here we go, first down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Nice. That's how we do it. Touchdown.
For a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 38 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love
Hello,
these large-body
CSX. How you
tight ends
doing?
and
Good
whatnot.
seeing you.
Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now
Hope your day was good.
Football first.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you
hope everyone's doing good. Appreciate you guys for tuning in and saying hello. Hope you guys are enjoying the streams. back to my normal streaming schedule. I know I was live over the weekend a few times.
Here's Stafford.
Here we go. 3rd and inches. Let's go. Stop from here.
Faced with a 3rd and inches.
Come on, defense.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the red zone now, Stafford looking middle, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd down and 6 now.
Throwing again at Stafford.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
N.O.R.A. on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was capped off by the Kyren Williams touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's N.O.R.A. to kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Jackson going to run.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Now that's a great, well, technically you can do Crown Jam,
They'll try again from the
but it's good to see you, Gaffa. Hope you're doing well. It's too bad it's going to be ending here soon.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams.
That's actually a good way to do it.
And he stopped right at the 25
you can do the Crown Jam.
A gain of 5.
So if you've been playing defense in this one,
But it's basketball, not football.
And some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier.
But good seeing you. How you doing?
You're exactly right. I would say
Hope your Tuesday is going smoothly for you.
3rd and 5.
Now it's Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size?
So I will do Fortnite on Wednesday.
Even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
Tomorrow will be like a monthly check-in, kind of like a state of the channel address. Just kind of checking in, kind of like a normal hangout stream. Then Wednesday we're going to play Fortnite. Thursday is up in the air. Maybe I'll play Fortnite, depending on the update, because there is an update on Thursday morning.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Hope you guys are enjoying the streams. Appreciate you guys for tuning in every single day. Hope you guys are enjoying it.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I know this weekend there was a couple of Fortnite live events that I wanted to cover.
Say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
But if you guys are new here, I do stream 6 days a week, Thursday through Saturday through Thursday.
Down to the 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6, and I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They begin the drive with Williams. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Motion left, Cup. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff running left. This is Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Stafford. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Stafford. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Williams is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Williams again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Kyren Williams
With his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
N.O.R.A. now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was capped off by the Kyren Williams touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's N.O.R.A. to kick it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
That's all. That's all.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. It's Jackson.
And that's going to be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Aaron Donald. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw here.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Stafford. Higbee secures it over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
2nd down and 4.
Operating from the gun. Stafford.
Another completion for Kupp.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Two yards to go, 2nd down.
The busy night continues for Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Nice. There we go. Nice tackle.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today.
Hope you guys enjoy the stream. Do me a huge favor and hit that like button and share this out. Really appreciate you being here. I cannot talk tonight. Hope you guys are having a great Monday, great Tuesday.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking
Don't know where everyone's at tonight, but I hope you guys are having a good day.
Stafford, open man is Atwell, complete.
Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Hard to believe the Super Bowl is this weekend already. You get the Seahawks versus the New England Patriots. Looking forward to that game. Got 3 people watching. Hope you guys are doing great. Appreciate you being here. You should hit that like button.
But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the made field goal, N.O.R.A back out there to kick it away.
Hopefully we can get this game underway here with a W. I know last week was an L.
Inside the 30 at the 27. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
First and 10.
Off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson now.
What are you throwing, dude?
Too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Come on.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's taken down at the 43,
He's gonna come back.
but not before picking up the first.
Holding. Offense. Nice job.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they
Should have been a pass interference.
Boy, a curious decision to
He was
go
all over
for it.
me.
Doesn't pan out. And this defense
Like all
will
over
take
me.
over right at midfield. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence.
Hello,
back.
Joseph. Good to see you. How you doing?
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well.
Hope you're doing well.
With the guy throwing the ball.
Good seeing you.
Making the connection.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And he's taken down inside the 30. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Doing alright. I happy my New England Patriots sweatshirt came in. That's awesome.
Off of play action. Here's
There we go. Nice.
Blitz coming and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain.
I'm happy that you got
play,
it.
But they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
I bet it's all nice and warm.
The give to Williams, running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
But I appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Doing a little bit of Madden here tonight from Monday Night Football.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Stafford. And that is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good.
Yeah, I've not watched for all month long. This year's been a really different year for me. I'm not really in the mood to watch wrestling anymore.
Ravens offense getting set.
I didn't watch the Rumble. I didn't watch any wrestling.
Kind of a lucky break on the
I watched a little bit of the AAA event on YouTube Saturday, but then I was wanting to watch
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a
some other people streaming.
But you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down.
I could have done better there.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles.
Could have done better.
Defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege.
All right.
I don't care what the down and distance.
2nd and 19.
His hands a lot quicker.
Keep it on the ground.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Joseph. I really didn't pay attention to anything.
Nice steady gain.
I did see Doris was live Saturday, but I was streaming Fortnite for a few hours, and then I was with family Saturday night for a couple of hours, so I did not really watch any events.
Off the draw, here's Hill. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further.
Maybe I'll watch NXT tomorrow night. We'll see how I feel. I see that Ava left, so we got a new general manager for NXT.
Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball.
I see that Tommaso Ciampa joined AEW.
4th and
4th and 7, come on.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already.
Was watching a little bit of TNA.
Go a third time here on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness.
Now on, I'm just going to punt it.
So certainly
If nobody can catch the ball, I'm going to punt it from now on.
And that will force a turnover on downs. So just shy of midfield.
Baltimore is just as bad as Cleveland.
What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate,
You watching any of the AAA events on YouTube? I know they're streaming it on YouTube on the WWE Network. I enjoyed the AAA actually. It's pretty cool. You get the luchadors like Rey Mysterio and Dominic and Mr. Iguana. Omos was there for some reason. He with the AAAs doing stuff.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down.
And one other girl.
Everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you.
Not a fan of the AAA.
Even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
I mean, I stopped paying for Netflix and Peacock and ESPN for right now.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a game.
I'm just not interested in wrestling anymore.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford.
Here we go. Nice. 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 Here we go.
And it's picked up, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the
all the way home.
And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Very good.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think.
Nice.
They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up.
Yeah.
And boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Did play Rainbow Six over the weekend. That was a interesting game.
24-21. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
All right, Joseph, you have a good night. Good seeing you. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out. Good seeing you.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Stafford. That is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
On first down, Stafford here.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. On 1st and 10, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 1st down at Stafford. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Stafford. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Maher is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead and pushes it up to 6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here. A short throw caught by Andrews. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Stafford now to throw. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Here's Stafford. A good pickup, but it will come on what? And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 2-2 Atwell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. N.O.R.A on for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Returning it, Justice Hill. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. The dangerous Hill now to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start by running the option to the right. And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
Jackson
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. On third down, Jackson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
98 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he checks this one down to Williams. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Here's Stafford.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. Touchdown, L.A. Tutu Atwell with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams are able to extend their lead.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Stafford and that Rams offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Following the touchdown, here's N.O.R.A to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. The drive will start with an option going left. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Jackson's throw pulled in by Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Jackson. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll bring a tight end in motion.
Jackson going to run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
You see this a lot on corner blitzes because they don't often get a shot at the quarterback, so they want to take it when they can. But this time, the hit came too late. Easy call for the official.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Stafford. To the right side and complete to Atwell. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Play action. Stafford. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing again is Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And Hill will opt for the touchback. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. L.A. readies for its next possession. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Stafford on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stafford.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Stafford.
This one swung out to Williams.
And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He's going to field this at the 4, and he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. So that's going to push him back half the distance. Jackson now down around his goal line. And oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, obviously, that is declined, and the result is a safety.
And what a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is taken at the 23. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of a team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan wrote,
I'm not doing so hot tonight.
Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight. He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
Finding Williams on the check down.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
$13 yards the tally on the return there.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10.
They'll start out here with the option left. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But if the assignment gets mixed up, that's the end result.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Jackson now. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now Jackson on second down.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now Jackson.
There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Ravens get a bit closer.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a...
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And the Rams getting set to go now.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll hand this to Williams to start things out.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run it again with Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all, because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Ravens. There he goes, left side.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do? Put up signs that say, roads closed.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3.
On Saturday, I had, on Sunday morning, I had a fried egg sandwich for breakfast. It was pretty good.
7 yards left for 2nd down.
Definitely enjoy some fried egg sandwiches in the morning. On toast, wheat toast.
Jackson.
There we go. There we go. Nice.
Caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet.
I appreciate you guys are tuning in tonight. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream.
Getting down in bounds. That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here.
I stream about 6 nights a week, Saturday through Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Unless there's a special Fortnite event, then that will be hopefully broadcast. I do play a lot of Fortnite. I'll be streaming Fortnite Wednesday night.
Tucker now to kick it away.
There is a new update Thursday morning, so hopefully I can get that updated quickly and won't have any issues for that.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember last possession.
All right, Mo. Appreciate you for tuning in. Good seeing you.
Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching.
Definitely check out Mo. He is a great friend and supporter of the channel.
Next play, move on. Next drive. That mantra has to come.
I'm working on your Streamlabs link, and the next time you come in, it will shout you out. But definitely go check him out.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll try the air now with Stafford.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Stafford. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Ravens ready to take over. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
And that flag accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Throwing is Jackson.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 58 yards. The post route proves effective, although it took a pretty good catch from his receiver to make it effective.
And what really makes it effective, when you have a little bit of clearance in the middle of the field and give him an opportunity to work at the least one-on-one with the defender.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Jackson now off the bootleg. And this is caught at the 8. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers
from 21 yards away.
And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. The quarterback will keep it himself, but he is not going to make it.
That wasn't the greatest play. I should have been a lot smarter. Should have ran it up the middle. That's my fault. I don't like that play at all.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He'll look to Williams to begin things.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Here's Stafford. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams.
He'll get this to about the 38.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Stafford now to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To the air again, Stafford.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Motion left, Cup. They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Freeman again on 2nd down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Third and 8.
Now it's Stafford.
That's going to be caught by Rivers.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to put them a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit.
Why would you give the ball to a lineman? That's why, no offense, that's why. I don't know. You should never give the ball to the lineman. Where's the receivers?
A costly turnover.
I don't get it.
This is 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
If we can contain the defense for the last 2 minutes, we have to win this game.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive?
2-minute warning.
Started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
I mean, yeah, I should have just took a knee, but
like it's gonna go down to the wire.
I mean, we only got 2 minutes left of the game. You just gotta contain them. Don't let them score. 3rd down. Come on, you can do it.
On 3rd down. Now Stafford.
There we go. There we go. Nice. Awesome. That's what I wanted. Nice job.
Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this.
W's in the chat.
In a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case,
1:41 left. Hold on to the ball.
All ready to go.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And I think this
now they're going to use all the timeouts.
As he is smothered behind the line.
It's all right. I don't care.
12, and you have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get
another timeout.
The ball.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with an even
I really hate it when they do that.
On the clock.
Why do you save all your timeouts towards the very end of the game?
This to perhaps
I hate it.
Away. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores.
If we get the ball back, I'm going into victory formation. I don't care.
You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Got a minute 25 left in the game. 1st and 10. You're up by 11.
How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. On 1st down,
come on.
Stafford.
Come on. There we go. Nice. There we go. There we go.
On the other side has got it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential.
I don't care.
2 scores.
That's ball game.
Pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
I'm not going to risk it anymore.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
Wow, what a game. I don't know how I did it, but it's pure luck tonight.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
I mean, I could do a field goal within 20 seconds left in the game, but I'm not that savage. I've done it before, but I don't want to. Alright, there we go. W.
Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughton. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.
I really don't know my all-time win-loss record on this game, because I've been streaming Madden for a long time now. I used to play this back in the day when PlayStation 2 was still a thing. I still got the original Madden games, but for PlayStation, but I don't know. It's nice playing this game. I do like Madden. Madden is a great game to have. I do like to stream it. But this game wasn't pretty. Definitely not a lot of mistakes. But I'm glad I won. It was a nice victory. So, alright folks, thank y'all for being here. Please hit that like button on the way out. If you're new here or watching the replay, please subscribe to the channel. I stream 6 nights a week. Tomorrow night, Tuesday, I will be doing a more of a panel form. I'm going to be here chit-chatting with all of you for at least an hour, just seeing how you guys doing, checking in. I want to probably do this at least once a month. Probably going to talk a little bit about Fortnite. There's a big update coming out this Thursday. Then Wednesday I'm going to play Fortnite up until 4 a.m. when the server kicks me out. Hopefully have an update. Then we'll stream Fortnite Thursday night. Friday's going to be an off day. Then Saturday, is to be determined on what I'm going to play. Sunday is the Super Bowl, so depending on what you guys want to do, I don't think I'm going to stream that night, just because it's the Super Bowl and everybody's going to be out celebrating with friends and family and watching the big game. But we'll see. So, alright folks, you guys have a good night. Thank you all for being here. This world is, there is a lot of hate in this world right now. Please show some kindness, show some love, show some respect. We're all on this earth just once. Please be kind to one another, love one another. Don't forget to wash your hands and drink your soap. And stay safe out there. I hope you see you again tomorrow night. But for now, you guys have a good night. Take care. Much love.